Well, hundreds of people saw them over the weekend, but nobody's been able to explain what they were. The bright lights seen over Bangor and other parts of County Down are the talk of the place. As you can imagine, speculation has turned to the possibility of extraterrestrial visitors. So we sent our very own X-Files investigator, Conor McCauley, to find out more. He's live at Bangor seafront, looking to the skies. Earth to Conor. Come in, Conor.
Donna, I've been keeping my eyes out here for any kind of alien activity over the last 24 hours. So far there's nothing, but I can tell you what happened here on Saturday has caused quite a stir and not a little speculation.
The lights appeared in the sky over Bangor around 10:30 on Saturday night. They were up high and moving slowly, apparently in a group and clearly visible from the ground. Lots of people saw them, but few had any idea what they were.
The lights then stopped roughly where we are now and formed themselves into various shapes. A neighbour of mine described it as the shape of the plough, which is not a bad description.
The Coast Guard got lots of 999 calls. People thought the lights were distress flares from ships at sea. Having checked with the other emergency services, the Coast Guard were content there was no cause for alarm, but they were as mystified as everyone else.
People were talking about unidentified flying objects, as they always will when there's some strange phenomenon. I don't know, I can't really subscribe to that, but we would like to know the origin of these lights. We don't like unexplained phenomenon.
But we shouldn't poo-poo the aliens just so quickly. It wouldn't be the first time they had visited these shores, as this interview from the 70s shows.
Exactly the same object again, only it was coming straight down out of the sky this time. And it must apparently was going to land or something. And my first reaction was, there's a wee road up there, and we drove on up there, but we looked about for about 10 or 15 minutes, and at this stage, like, I was getting kind of nervous, you know.
So what chance that Saturday's light show in Bangor was some kind of close encounter?
There's a lot of people out there that would be swayed now on the opinion that these things, you know, there may be something out there that we're not quite sure of. And it would be interesting to hear everyone else's take on this as well.
Air traffic control say there were no aircraft in the area at the time, and the police and military say they weren't up to anything which would have led to the phenomenon. So for the moment, it seems, it remains a mystery.
All right, Connie, you've had enough fun. Now tell us, what really was it?
Well, no, as you expect, a lot of theories abounding about what this may have been. Some people said it might have been perhaps part of a satellite breaking up as it re-entered the Earth's atmosphere. Somebody else saying perhaps it might have been flares attached to a low-flying microlight. But I think here on BBC Newsline we may have cracked it. We think it may have been one of these or something like this. This is a sky lantern, which is favoured by the Chinese and Taiwanese communities when they're celebrating things. Basically what you do is you light a little fire in the bottom of it, perhaps a candle or a little kerosene, and because they're light, they're only made of rice paper and bamboo, they float off up into the atmosphere now. Apparently, I'm told they'll go to 1,000 metres and they'll sit there as long as there's a little bit of fire in the belly, so to speak. As soon as that flame goes out, the thing drops to the ground, so we think something like this may have caused all the excitement in Bangor.
Well, hold on, do we know of any Chinese celebrations that were going on?
No, perhaps, but there may have been a wedding down the North Down coast, but I'm sure they didn't get weather quite like this.
All right. By the way, Conor, phone home, will you?